Life is not only about CNC machines. This channel is not only about CNC machines, and in fact this specific video is not about CNC machines at all. So if you are here just to see what I'm doing with Dremel CNC and IndyMill, then this video is probably not for you. This will be more of like a vlog. I'm not a vlogger, I don't want to be a vlogger, but this video technically will be a vlog. I want to show you what I'm doing with the workshop because I have to upgrade it a little bit, and also I want to move some of my tools, some of my machines to the other place, so that's what I will do. But firstly I have to ship orders, your orders. Right there I have a lot of envelopes and Indy shields, and in fact all of them except 3 of them that I will do a giveaway on my Patreon, but all of those PCBs are actually already sold, and now I just need to pack all of them into the envelopes and send to you. And after packing all of that, it's time to ship your Tindy orders. And by the way, all of the Indy shields were sold in like 24 hours. That was amazing, but I already ordered more, and I hope within a few weeks, unfortunately, because you know, shipping from China, they should be back on Tindy, so definitely wait for that. And now let's ship those. And there we are! Thanks to the magic of editing, we are already in the workshop. And what's the plan for today for the workshop improvements? First thing that I want to do is to improve the sound situation right here, because you complain about that a lot in the comments. I complain about that a lot while editing my videos, because the sound right there is not only bad, it's actually terrible. Hello, hello, hello. As you can hear, and as you probably heard in my previous videos, the sound situation right there, it is really terrible. And for your ears, when you actually are here in person, it's not really that bad, but for the microphone on the camera, it's terrible. So how I want to improve that? Here is the answer to this question. Egg crates. I know, not the best solution, they don't block the bass that well. So maybe for the sound studio it is not the best option, but you know, for a workshop where there is just me talking, and that's the biggest problem when it comes to sound, I think it should be fine. I will put them on the ceiling, and of course I don't have only 3 of those. I actually have in this box right there 200 of egg crates, and those are super inexpensive compared to professional sound panels that are, by the way, made out of foam. And right there in the workshop next to the lathe, where there is a lot of wood and wood dust, it would be a total mess within a month with this foam, so I hope this will do a better job. At jlcpcb.com you can order professionally manufactured PCBs for as low as $2 for 5 boards. They have really clean, easy to navigate website with a decent Gerber viewer so that you can check if your files are okay before placing an order. You can choose from green, red, blue, yellow, white and black solder mask at no additional costs. Also multi-layer PCBs, PCBA, that means PCB assembly, and SMT stencils are not a problem for them, and they produce those boards faster than my procrastination would make them at home. Check out the link to jlcpcb.com in the description and visit their website. Thanks a lot jlcpcb.com for sponsoring. Here's just a quick test before putting sound panels, the DIY sound panels, on the ceiling. I hope you can hear me clear, but I'm afraid you can't. And here is a quick test after installing all of these sound panels on the ceiling. The whole ceiling is covered in sound panels and I think the sound actually is right now a lot better, at least for me. We'll see how it will turn out on the camera. And that was like 4 days of work, so I really hope that it works properly. And as you can see, also some things changed in the workshop, like here and also here. So let's talk about that right now. Over there on this wall was a lathe, wood lathe, and over there was a table saw, and I moved them to the other space, actually another room just next to my workshop, just to keep all of the wood dust there and create like a woodworking shop over there, because my dad is really into woodworking. I'm not, I'm more into, you know, CNC machines, basically what you see on this channel, and I want to keep this space, this workshop clean, you know, like my CNC machines clean, the laser cutter should be clean, and wood dust isn't really helping with that, so it's good to have 2 separate rooms for that. And right there, the space here and, you know, like over there is not gonna be empty for a long time, because I want to buy a metal lathe and put it probably somewhere here, but that's kind of an expensive tool, so I have to wait for that. And also I want to build a table, just like I did for the laser cutter for my 3D printers, put them in here so that I have easy access to every possible tool. And of course we'll do another table for the IndyMill, that is right there. We'll build a small table. I will weld that, even though I'm not really good. I can't really weld, but I can build a simple table for the IndyMill so that I will have this whole table clean. And the IndyMill will stand probably right there. That would be a quite nice setup. So now let me show you the new woodworking space. And here is a very small, still work in progress woodworking shop. As you can see, I have already the lathe installed. I mean, my dad installed it right there. We have some lights and, you know, some tools for the lathe. Here is the table saw, and there is still a lot to do, like really a lot. But, you know, it's already quite functional, very small space right there, but quite a lot of space right here. There is still definitely a lot to do, but this space will be more for my dad. Maybe in the future I will create some woodworking projects and maybe shoot something here, but as for now I prefer my own workshop. And now I will go back home to show you some other stuff that I'm working on. And that was yet another extremely smooth transition between my workshop and my home. So right now I will show you what I have prepared for the IndyMill on my computer in Fusion 360. And the first thing is the electronic box made out of plywood that I will cut on the laser. Out of 5mm plywood. This is my design, and as you can see I have already the stepper motor drivers right there, 4 of them. There is also the fan to keep everything cool inside, and we also have the 12 volt 30 amps power supply and some space on the top for the Indy shield with Arduino and maybe some other additional stuff. Here I have 4 holes for the connectors of the stepper motors, because I actually want to use this kind of stuff so that it will be super easy to just connect and disconnect each stepper motor. My initial idea was to just simply buy a plastic box made especially for electronic components, like for example for fuses at your home, but then I thought I have a laser cutter, I can easily design something like this and I can make it especially for what I need. So, you know, that was like, I don't know, an hour maybe of 2 of designing, redesigning, you know, thinking about everything, and the electronic box is ready, and that's great. The second thing that I wanted to tell you about is the problem of ball screws in IndyMill and the fact that I am not using the proper bearings and this, you know, this holder for the bearings. This is BK12, something like this. I think I know how to resolve this, and I'm not really sure if you will be happy with this kind of solution, but I bought some truss bearings like those. This is a very simple, super inexpensive truss bearing, and something like this, the truss bearing combined with ball bearing, is actually this block that holds the ball screw in proper place, and I want to make it on my own. Firstly, of course, I will 3D print that and attach it to IndyMill, and I know you will complain that plastic is not rigid enough, it's not gonna work as it should, it will be super flexible, but I think it wouldn't, and even if it would, I would later simply machine the same part out of metal, out of aluminum or whatever, and I will replace that simply. So this will be just a temporary solution so that later I can machine something stronger out of metal. Hopefully a good solution. Let me know in the comments what do you think, and I know there will be a lot of hate in the comments that how you can use 3D printed parts in a machine that is made completely out of metal. It's a terrible idea. Maybe, but maybe not. I also already have the couplers 8mm to 10mm, so I can simply replace that, and as all of you mentioned, destroy bearings in the stepper motors. But let's be honest, when it will happen? Probably never. Like, if you would use this machine 8 hours every day for like a year, maybe the bearings inside the stepper motors would break, but it's not really super expensive to replace those or even buy new stepper motors. But I hope the solution with truss bearing and ball bearing 3D printed part then replaced with something made out of metal will be a good solution. If you have anything better on your mind, let me know. And one last thing, the block that holds the ball screw, the BK12, whatever is the name of that, it's not gonna work for the IndyMill because there is simply no way to attach it. I would have to, redesign this and make it properly out of scratch. So actually going that way and just starting with the truss bearing, which costs like $1 or maybe even less, I don't remember, it was like 50 cents probably. So it's really an expensive solution, and I can easily design it so that it fits to the IndyMill and it suits my needs. That's it for the news of the IndyMill, and that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Right now I'm going to focus on this truss bearing for the IndyMill, and of course the electronics box. I'm going to connect everything and make the video about connecting everything in Dremel CNC about electronics. It will be video number 3 I think, or 4, I think 3. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed me upgrading the workshop and moving some stuff. Hopefully soon I will have some new cool tools in the workshop. But as for now, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Happy making. Bye.